In the crypto world, Raoul Pal's statement is sought after. With this, watch this video to find out why Raoul Pal is bullish on Ripple and saying that he went all in on XRP. So make sure to stay tuned so you won't miss a thing. Welcome to Crypto Live. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our upcoming videos about cryptocurrencies. The value of Ripple would likely be derived not from its store value, but from the amount of usage. Because many crypto enthusiasts and investors alike believe it is misunderstood or has a much bigger use case than people understand. Moreover, this is a fairly successful cryptocurrency project, and 10% of all remittances from the US to Mexico are made with XRP, and that's very impressive. So what banks or institutions are using it except for MoneyGram? Because there have been reports that a lot of banks have been testing it and are considering it. So what about everyone else who uses it and looks into everything else? Well, it's being used at scale by people who aren't into crypto, so that alone is a newsworthy story. This is because they've got R3, they've got SBI, and they've got the Central Bank of Thailand. With this, I know many investors, including me, are considering that the most important test is if it is used to solve real problems in the real world, and is not just a speculative experiment function. Although in terms of market capitalization, it does not have as much liquidity as Ethereum or Bitcoin, but it has already made significant progress. Just the same goes for Bitcoin as a digital asset. So even as an investor or speculator, you might ask, what are the advantages and disadvantages of holding it? As of now, we already know that it is on the track where Bitcoin was several years ago. Therefore, considering that it's already been used in the world to solve real problems, it's already progressing from the hypothesis stage to a use case stage and then getting into real-world applications. So what are your thoughts on its future? As Raoul Pal stated, he believes this is going to persist, and despite the negativity and the tribalism, more and more people are using it just from the numbers. He added to take a look at the volumes because it's not on the radar of crypto speculators, but rather it's becoming more of a utility, and its value will come from its utility function. And the more people who use it, the more likely it is to go up in value. In contrast to Bitcoin, it cannot be used for any other purposes or few purposes other than the store value, which appears to be its main application. This is something Raoul Pal totally agrees with, and again, those things are not mutually exclusive in the sense that you don't have to pick one over the other and say that it will be all things to all people. Basically, they're two different things, and as an investor, you should recognize what your counterparty risk is and then consider whether or not the upsides justify the risks. And it arises because outsized returns may justify risks. As a result, Raoul Pal believes the newer technologies with better performance characteristics could solve these specific problems more effectively. Then it isn't a viable option until they come up with a new technology that does the same thing as that, but with better properties, once it has reached a certain level of liquidity. When Ethereum was first introduced, you probably knew it was issued by just a few people, and the SEC deemed it a security, and then stated it was no longer one because of its sufficiently decentralized nature. That is why, according to Raoul Pal, to reach the same level of adoption by U.S. banks and institutions, XRP as a digital asset needs the same amount of regulatory clarity. However, the world is not just the U.S., and there is already clarity regarding XRP in Thailand, Mexico, Japan, and Brazil. The likelihood is that they'll focus more effort in these jurisdictions, where they expect to see the greatest adoption from institutions. And of course, there are many criticisms of Ripple, the company, because they're the largest holder of XRP. In other words, they pose a massive counterparty risk because they can dump the tokens into the market, and they're exposed to the large slippage that comes along with them. So what percentage of the income does that generate for them? This has been estimated as being around 50%. Raoul Pal just doesn't want to be quoted on that, but the thing they did back in 2017, because there were numerous criticisms of counterparty risk, was they put a considerable amount into cryptographic escrow, and they therefore restricted how quickly they can sell it in the open market because they tied their own hands. In their case, they created a rolling 55-month escrow release time lock. Therefore, a certain amount of XRP is released monthly from the cryptographic escrow so that Ripple can use it for whatever purposes they desire. You can either sell XRP on the open market or provide it to liquidity providers, and if the liquidity providers decide not to use it, XRP goes back into the rolling window at the beginning of the 55th month. So this sort of ongoing cryptographic escrow maintains itself. Therefore, they're still the largest holder, but from Raoul Pal's perspective, they're no longer the largest counterparty risk because there is a code that can be audited and there is monetary discipline. On the other hand, XRP develops a bullish Japanese candlestick pattern that could see Ripple return to $1. And this is because of the squeeze alert that is expected to return XRP price to its former leadership position in the altcoin market if it confirms one of the most powerful and rare candlestick patterns on Earth, the Japanese candlestick pattern. Furthermore, on its recent daily chart, XRP has a number of bullish confluence levels that are very positive. XRP has the potential to do a huge thing and begin to rally due to the candlestick chart and oscillators. To put in place a bullish maneuver that could begin a new bull market, XRP must first confirm the squeeze alert pattern. In addition to this, indicator called squeeze alert or bullish is a 3-session trend reversal indicator that predicts a trend change and a new upward trend. Further, this is an extremely rare pattern and stands out as one of the most powerful reversal signs in Japanese candlestick analysis. In the case of the squeeze alert developing near a support level, it is more likely that the price will reverse toward bullish territory. It should be noted, however, that while the current structure shows the squeeze alert is nearly complete, the indicator can only be confirmed by a bullish daily candlestick that forms 2 to 3 sessions after the third session. In such a situation, squeeze alerts can be verified by any bullish engulfing candlestick or any bullish Murabozu candlestick. Also, XRP price has a good chance of reversing on a bullish basis as the composite index is testing support near its fast-moving average and pushing higher. Aside from that, the B oscillator is about to cross back above the 0.2 level, giving a strong signal that the recent downside move is most likely a bear trap. As long as the price rests above 90 cents, where the Kijun-sen 38.2% Fibonacci retracement and bottom of the cloud or Senkou span A exists, buyers can expect an easy move to arrest resistance. In addition to that, we need to reach the crucial dollar level. In addition to this, bulls must continue above the dollar level to increase their chances of establishing a new major uptrend. How do analysts predict XRP's price performance between 2022 and 2025? Following such a powerful rise from $1 to $12, it may be time for another bull market and accumulation phase. Further, since all markets are cyclical, even if sentiment turns extremely bearish on XRP, as has happened in the past, the asset may break out and reach to new highs in the future. Furthermore, Ripple has the potential to disrupt several industries and is backed by a team of experts at Ripple Labs, as well as many other investors who are working hard to promote the digital asset. And the challenge is that we all know that it is now opposed by the U.S. government's chief regulators. However, according to analysts and experts, prices may increase to $12 to $15 regardless of the regulators. That's all for this video about crypto, and thank you for watching. If you would like to receive updates on the crypto market, make sure you click the subscribe and bell button.